G'day, Tom Matthew here.
And Phil Matthew, and we're just doing a little bit of a video here for anybody who's looking for, I guess, an entrepreneur's business or entrepreneur training. And we're cutting this video now because we got involved in the MOBE system about mid to late August, and we started our advertising in MOBE in the last, in November, which is last month, but this is the month of December. It's the first week. Yeah. And we're sort of cutting this video, sort of doing it as we go. We're not 100% sure how the whole system works, but we can see things happening. There's things happening, and so this week we're also observing our reactions to what's happening. And we've been involved in the internet for a couple of years now, and battling away, trying to work out how to make money on the internet. And so we were interested in our responses recently. We got a $100 check from ClickBank. We were sent $78 from Magnetic Sponsoring, and it was all a little bit blasé, because we're looking for those chunks of cash. So I got up this morning basically, and I went and said to Tom, I said, look, we spent $441 in advertising this week, and in our back office it's registering that there's about 6 sales that have been made. Because we don't know how to track 100%, which is very frustrating to you, that's why Tom's looking a little bit glum, is because we're trying to work out this tracking.
So annoying.
And I just went into him and said, geez, this week we've made, if you work out the commissions on the 6 sales, it's $1,742. Now, if you take off the advertising of $441, you come up with about $1,300 for the week. And I'm thinking, what's the matter with you? I mean, here we were, we're trying to make money on the internet, and we've actually made $1,300 profit. Why are you so sad?
Because the tracking isn't working. I can't get it done. I thought I fixed it, it didn't work.
Yeah, but so it's been a bit of an interesting journey, and people will, on the internet, in internet marketing, they'll talk all about leads, leads. They talk about, click-through rate, and they talk about opt-ins and all this stuff. But the guys that are teaching us, Matt Lloyd, and the guys that teach him, David Smith and Jonathan Budd, they talk about ROI, so return on investment. So if you put out $441 in advertising, you would have to put into the calculator, multiply that by 295%, and that's where you get $1,300 profit. And so this week, all indications are, because we don't know, we're only so new, we just don't know how it's all working, but the back office says that, 6 sales, you work out the commissions, and about $1,700, take off the $441, left with $1,300. That's a 295% return on investment. So you know what we're going to do next week?
Same thing.
We're going to do the same thing basically. So
I think it's good to note, we're talking about our reactions. It's good to know when we first got our first sale earlier in the year with Magnetic Sponsoring, we did a video like this, and we're very excited. We're very excited, and then I think the next time we got sales after that, we were excited as well. But since then,
that was the Science of Getting Rich through ClickBank.
Oh, that's right. We're doing that. We're excited about that because we made $1,000. We didn't know how we did it
in a month.
Yeah, and when we got our first sale for Mo, we're excited. But since then, it's been less excitement. It's just like, because all we want to do now, for me, I think anyway, is we've proved that we can make money. We know how we did it. We've replicated it in like multiple weeks. So now it's you want to get better. You want to improve. So for us right now, the most improvement we can get is in the tracking. And so far, Dad's been doing it manually, but we can't get it working in the back office at the moment. It's been like 3 weeks trying to get this thing working. We thought we fixed it, but I checked the tracking today and it hasn't shown up. So.
And I think that's one thing I like about Matt Lloyd's MOBE system, it's an internet franchise system, is that, they sort of, the first things they try to teach you is the tracking. Haven't done a very good job, but they make this point that, it's return on investment, that's the name of the game. And he's an expert at teaching people traffic methods. But it's just something that, you know, this little adversity. You can hear someone, you know, chopping wood in the background there. So, but it's just we feel like we can go into next week. I mean, we did it last month. We basically had, I think there was about 9 sales from a couple of weeks of advertising. And it was a bit messy because we didn't know how to track. And there's nothing, I said to Tom before, I said, you know, what if we start doing some Facebook ads, or we start doing some banner ads, and so you got to know where, you know, which ads are working.
So it's all right to do it manually at the moment because we're only doing one set of ads. We know exactly where they're coming from, but if we're doing Facebook and then banner, it's going to get too much and too messy. So that's why we need to get the tracking down.
And at least one good thing about the tracking is that our emails, like we're tracking our emails, and we think that we've got several sales from emails this week, which sort of, one of our goals was basically, like a month ago we had no list, there was no list. After 4 weeks, pretty well, just speaking in roundabout terms, probably about 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And Matt had talked about this concept of build your subscriber base, build your list. And so that's what we've been doing. And basically he said one day, he said a list of 10,000 names is worth a multiple 6-figure income. And so you can see how that, you know, that got my attention.
And we kind of proved that this week because you said that the license right, the $1,200 sale came from an email.
No, I reckon the little sales that are floating through, I said, I reckon there's about $700 worth of $700 worth of. What are you doing, Max? Hey, we're filming here. What is the matter with you? That's our dog's just lobs. Anyway, he's alright.
Are you kidding me?
He just yells out. We're trying to cut a top quality production video here. Max, you're breathing too loud. People can't hear. Anyway, so the point was that this list, I said to Tom, I said, imagine if that 1,000 names was worth like $1 each lead, which is $1,000 for the month. And so we're sort of on the way to proving that because I estimate about $700 worth of revenue has been made from that list. What are you laughing at all? It just comes in. Anyway, here's the thing. There's a link down below, and this is how it all started for us. And that link, what it does, it gives you access to an ebook. It's a free ebook. At the minute, it's free. And it's about 65 pages. That's how we started. I basically downloaded this ebook, and why I did that was because the lure was that you could make, you know, $10,000 in a month, and that was the motivation behind it. I thought, well, okay, you know, I mean, a lot of people talk about all these things. Actually, they're probably, maybe I looked at that because I thought, well, that sort of looks I wonder if that's possible. So anyway, I read this ebook. I reckon I read it twice. You had a look at it as well?
I read it once.
Yeah, and from there, what that led to is we actually basically bought the license rights to a suite of products, which is where we're getting these sales from. So there's a link below. Click on that link if you want to get access to that free ebook. Read it a couple of times. I'm not sure where you are in your entrepreneurial journey or your internet journey, but for us, this has been fantastic, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been awesome. And
So,
I just want to note as well that before the video, we want to be as genuine as possible. And Dad thinks everybody's going to notice that he wears the same shirt every video. So
that's right. 'Cause if you go to our YouTube channel, which is on we've got a blog, and the blog's xygenerationonline.com. xygenerationonline.com. Two minds, two generations. That's how we sort of come up with that. And anyway, I was looking at all these videos and I'm thinking, geez, you know, people are going to think that I'm wearing the same shirt all the time. You know, look at this pig. Anyway,
If you go back for the last 5 videos, I've been wearing this every time. I don't care.
No, I don't care. Anyway, we did make money overnight, and that's been exciting. So click on the link below if you want to get access to that ebook. If you don't, well, struggle away. Anyway, you have a great day.
Hey, Max. Hey, buddy.